ISUPK, Trinidad and Tobago, under Commanding General Yohana. We will be live on the streets, 91.9 FM.
One west to the death till they bury me.
Every Thursday from 7 p.m. Hosted by Officer Sawapya Allah and Officer Mathkoya.
One west to the death till they bury me. I'm one west till they bury me.
ISUPK under Commanding General Yohana. Live every Thursday night from 7 p.m. on the streets, 91.9 FM.
And in local news, showing naked ass in the great state of Texas, it's your boy Justice.
And it's your boy Saint.
Despite all the tariffs and the inflation, hell, even famine in certain places, Commanding General Yohana has done it again.
The 8th annual South Texas Cookout is coming back to Houston, October 30th to November 2nd. Stay tuned for more details. Hey, and it's free.
Hey, listen, brothers and sisters, man. If you like what you hear, hit the subscribe button, man. Subscribe to this channel. And also, please, go to isupk.com and pay your tithe. Drop me some cash so we can move around this planet like we need to, man, and do the things we need to do.
They're one west. They're one west. They're one west. They're...
They need food, housing, clothing. They need counseling. They need understanding of what's happened to them. They need an identity. They need to know the truth about the Lord. They need to be woke up to who the devil is. That's a white man. That's what the hell they need. And you add that to black people, Latinos, and Native Indians, brother, then you're going to be able to do something. The whole reason I'm even here saying these things to you, because these things are supposed to show you and give you hope. It's supposed to make you say to yourself, you know what, we got a kingdom coming. You know what, the Lord's judgment is coming. You know what, let's change our life.
Wagwan priest, you good?
What's going on?
Listen, man, I'm hearing you, man, you ISUPK brothers be talking about the Jacobites that was in Scotland were originally black. You man ain't reaching that.
Listen, put that on the TV right there. You'll see. This is the transportations. If you look right there, it will let you know. Robert Adam, brown. William Bow, black. Dogo Campbell, brown complexion. Black, brown. I see brown, black, brown, black, brown. This is all the Jacobites that was shipped out of places like Ireland and so forth. This is the transportations.
Right.
So this is giving you the complexion of the Jacobites that was shipped out of these places to Barbados and other islands in the West Indies.
Yo, that's mad. So it's saying what? Robert Adams was a labourer and he was what? Brown faced. William Bell was what? Black, curled hair. Damn. That's deep, man.
Which means what as well? Which also means black people was in Europe. Why? Because they ruled the Dark Ages. So that's why they was in Europe.
You man are cold at history, man. All right, man. Shalom.
Hey, listen, brothers and sisters, man. If you like what you hear, hit the subscribe button, man. Subscribe to this channel. And also, please, go to isupk.com and pay your tithe. Drop me some cash so we can move around this planet like we need to, man, and do the things we need to do.
They're one west. They're one west. They're one west. They're...
See, I was born to be a soldier. See, I was born to be a soldier. See, I was born to be a soldier. I was born to be a soldier. Hey, hey. See, I was born to be a soldier. I was born to be a soldier. See, 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 I was born to be a soldier. Left, right, left.
I can tell you what it feels like when them problems kicking in. I call it real life. Now I'm feeling trapped. Who can I trust? Second guessing everything. Who can I love? I remember sleeping on the floor, ready for whatever. I was sleeping by the door. I was down bad, didn't want no one to know. I was on my own, didn't have nowhere to go. Everything I seen was a test. I was born to be a soldier, nothing less. This is the life that I chose. This the life that I chose. This the life that I chose. This the life that I chose.
See, I was born to be a soldier. I was born to be a soldier.
This is the life that I chose.
See, I was born to be a soldier. See, I was born to be a soldier. See, I was born to be a soldier. I was born to be a soldier.
This is the life that I chose.
See, I was born to be a soldier. See, I was born to be a soldier. Left, right, left.
All black is the uniform. Soldiers dead and gone, I'm forever pouring liquor for them. Try me on my brothers, and I'll be moving bodies for them. Came up out the struggle and maintained through the storm. Niggas dying for dead presidents, fucking up their residence. White man dirty tricks, they call this shit politics. Vagabonds, and they some natural born lunatics. That what they is. They shut you down when you speaking truth. It black boots when you in the truth. It black boots when you in the truth. This is the life that I chose, nigga.
See, I was born to be a soldier. I was born to be a soldier. See, 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 I was born to be a soldier. Left, right, left. Hey, listen, brothers and sisters, man. If you like what you hear, hit the subscribe button, man. Subscribe to this channel. And also, please, go to isupk.com and pay your tithe. Drop me some cash so we can move around this planet like we need to, man, and do the things we need to do.
Everyone west. Everyone west. Everyone west.
Buck roll.
night shift. Now I'm one westward, sharper than an ice pick. On you rappers' necks, and it's feeling like some vice grips. Yeah, that's light shit. Send my bro a kite quick. Ties of war, we ain't forget about you. Keep your light lit. Rappers can't see, most of them scared to witness. Go and close your eyes, that's one right here for the trenches. Bad bitches, natural hair or extensions. Hood niggas that'll probably grip like some dentures. Brothers on them fences, 23 and 1 out. Praying that that commissary hit before it run out. Bitches on the gram, dog filter with their tongue out. Couldn't stay home because they found the dugout. Closed casket, burner in the low jacket. My co-captain, riding on these whole rappers. My hoes fabulous. Now I don't mean that derogatory, but I'm a player and there's no my women riding for me. I avoided Maury, I got 2 jets. If I can't make it through for them, then I'm useless. Sit down that roof, Chris, with a couple bosses. After the war, just to count our losses. It's not many. You see a smile on my face, but I'm not friendly. Going on my waist, sipping white Henny. I just hope this shit go right. Living in the dark, you don't know light. Gotta got my heart with my bow tie. Waiting on the swab in my whole life. I just hope this shit go right. Living in the dark, you don't know light. Gotta got my heart with my bow tie. Living in the swab in my whole life. My whole life. It's so melodic. When I be dropping this ebonics, this ghetto phonics, it got me on the level supersonic. My bomb atomic, and you know where you can find me. Somewhere probably folding this paper origami. My name is pure as the Sani, my wave is like a tsunami. I went from 0 to 100, feeling like Ricky Bobby. I made a deal with the Reaper. Got a couple wives, they some keepers. Talk a lot of shit, but you can't walk a mile in my sneakers. Bitches go to Miami, come home with change features. Now she got a BBL, her ass fatter. Trying to show up all them niggas that laughed at her. Now when they see her, they only wanna fuck her. They just wanna touch her, they don't wanna cuff her. They just wanna come and kick it with her like a punter. Turned her to a runner, now it's all aboard the train. Fenty on her face, but it's not concealing the pain, it's a shame. That's why I'm in the hood like some rap snacks. I know niggas kill you and your mama for a scat pack. Dark tint, matte black, they do it for half that. Had you like 90s Missy in a fucking trash bag. I'm from Philly, we don't do bank accounts, just cash app. I spit a verse and I just watch the time slow. This that guy flow, this that shit that rappers die for. This that uncut Taha War straight from Pablo Escobar. I be at the bar like Moscato. They think it's effort, but no, this that block work. Make the countermeasures, take pleasures, making an op hurt. Light is in the sky, cause every verse is a concert. My mind work at speed y'all can't fathom. Listen to the words of a champion. And kid, the streets need another anthem. I just hope this shit go right. Living in the dark, you don't know light. Gotta got my heart with my bow tie. Waiting on the swab in my whole life. I just hope this shit go right. Living in the dark, you don't know light. Gotta got my heart with my bow tie. Living in the swab in my whole life. My whole life.
Hey, listen, brothers and sisters, man. If you like what you hear, hit the subscribe button, man. Subscribe to this channel. And also, please, go to isubk.com and pay your tithe. Drop me some cash so we can move around this planet like we need to, man, and do the things we need to do.
Everyone west. Everyone west. Everyone west.
And in local news, showing naked ass in the great state of Texas, it's your boy Justice.
And it's your boy Saint.
Despite all the tariffs and the inflation, hell, even famine in certain places, Commanding General Yohana has done it again.
The 8th annual South Texas Cookout is coming back to Houston, October 30th to November 2nd. Stay tuned for more details. Hey, and it's free.
And I'm screaming more fire, more fire. Give them more fire, more fire. I just gotta pray for more fire, more fire. I'm hoping he come with more fire, more fire.
claim to be a part of the quote-unquote Hebrew Israelite movement. The ISUPK, under Commanding General Yohana, we stand alone.
Okay.
We are not, we put that disclaimer on all our videos. We're not affiliated with no other Israelite group or organization because we don't believe the same thing they believe. Now, as far as the approach and yelling at white people, we do believe that every response is measured.
Okay.
So now when you see a video of somebody coming up and somebody's, just how you came up respectful, has anybody disrespected you at all?
No. And I'm glad I met you guys. Yeah.
Every response is measured. You know, if somebody came up and was disrespectful, they're going to get a measured response.
Okay.
You know, we're not a violent organization, but we believe in self-defense. That's our American right. I'm sure you understand that for sure.
Well, and the thing is, too, I thought, if I meet a group like I just described, I still wanted to go up to them and say, hey, guys, you know what? I looked into this. I know you guys are the real Israelites, but I think people are going to have a hard time listening to your message because of your approach. But
Dun dun dun
Mhm.
dun
Yeah.
dun dun. Listen, I want to have that thing playing all the way through. That shit right there.
Yeah.
Yes, boy. That's the hunt.
Mhm.
That's
Yeah.
the hunt right there, boy. That's the theme music. When Christ, listen, when Christ cracked the sky, right, and them angels start going down to the mountains, ripping open the bunkers, and playing that theme track, I'm gonna lose my mind. Imagine them angels fly down the wings and punch open the damn steel door here and dun dun dun.
Uh, yeah.
That's like the horror track for the white man. Like that
Mhm.
Jason, like the Jaws music. Dun, dun,
Yeah.
dun.
Yeah.
Yeah, Mr. Thumb, what's going on?
Yo, Shrek a thumb.
Hey, we back again Wednesday night, holding it down Wednesday night, Black Watch, holding it down to what up to Commander Johnny had the hardest working man in Israel. Put up that platform so we can rock and roll and move through and get this thing rocking. You know what I mean? A whole ton going on in Israel tonight, man. A whole ton going on in Israel today. We had stories. We had to go back and get the whole thing. For what's his name? Joshua Jans. Yeah, I mean Joshua Jans, boy. I
That
don't know.
that you talk about that shooting that just take place in Texas.
I'm talking about the nigga who like ice. He like ice so much. He like ice cubes. He like icicles. He like ices. He got a fetish with ice.
He's one of us.
I don't think so.
Okay.
I highly doubt it. I highly doubt it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, we ain't finna take that L. So
Captain, now Jack want to clear the air, make sure he clear the air. So when shots are the belt, like
Yep. You know, listen, even if he's one of us, we ain't taking that one. Yeah, I mean, we ain't taking that one at all.
Yep.
We ain't rocking with that one. Let's say, brother, I mean, he went in there and light the place up. He went in there and light the place up. I don't know if you want to start with that one and get it out.
We could.
Right.
I
This
really
was the list. I think the list came out before, so you might just have to pull this one.
Oh. Yeah, I was looking for that. Okay.
Yeah, just had to pull this one from the from Google, because I think this happened today. It's happened like this morning or something.
Yeah, early this morning.
Yeah.
So like I said, what exactly happened? I'm not familiar with the story.
But they say he went in there with the AR or the AK and shot up the ICE detention center or ICE facility in Dallas.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. He went in there. He went on an ICE capade. Too soon? Too soon, y'all. Too soon. He went in there and decided to, put some bullets down. You know what I mean?
One dead, two in critical condition after shooting at Dallas ICE facility. Officials said that the three people shot at the Texas field office are ICE detainees and that no ICE officers were hurt. The shooter was found dead with a self-inflicted gunshot wound.
Now imagine that.
Right.
Like the detainees is already in hell. They're already in hell. And everything he went to do was not to hurt them, but to hurt us. You know what that's like, a damn near like a dog whistle or example of. Maybe we don't need to take them to the detention centers. Maybe we could just start to unalive, the detainees before. You know what I mean? Like their hatred for us is so, immense. He decided to do what? Soft targets. And for the life of me, how did he even get that far in?
Right.
Like, this is a federal building, a federal compound at this point. Right or wrong? It's a federal a branch of the federal government.
Yes, kind of.
Yeah, a federal building supposed to be so heavily protected. Y'all good to go? You have some trouble. Tell me, you'll drive safe, all right? All right, no sir. So what? Right? is supposed to be so protected and so guarded. How is it he's able to go in there and do what he did? You know what I mean? Like, how is it? How is it he get to shoot 3 people dead? Is 3 died or 1 died?
It says, Salakia, 1 dead, 2 in critical condition.
1 dead, 2 in critical. You know what I mean? And he able to do what he did, and he still had time to kill himself. He didn't even they didn't even get a shot off on him.
Right. Salakia, sir.
Please,
these oppressors, when you read in the scriptures, they come from the same people that when we were coming out of Egypt, like you said, soft targets. They attacked the back of our caravan, where the elderly, the weak, the sick, the young, the people who couldn't keep up. Like, this is who they have always been. Like, they're not a people that will go for a fair fight. Like, the white man, he's not attacking people that he know he gets resistance from or an actual fight. He looks for easy prey. He's an animal that looks for the smallest, the weakest, who he think is easy prey, and killing somebody that is already detained in hell. Like, he's a low life piece of garbage, and he has the spirit of his forefathers. And I see why the Most High God said these people. It's a lot of background.
Yes, sir. Go ahead.
Kawakan. I see why the Lord said these people should not be able to rise and feel the faces of cities, fill the face of the earth with cities.
Right.
Because, I mean, I can't even understand how you can do this. Like you said, this is a federal building. ICE is in conjunction with the Department of Homeland Security. It's a federal building. So which lets me know that he was granted access by fellow white officers that work there to do this, because there's no way that he could have gotten access into that building without assistance. There's just no way. And so, man, I pray you Hispanic brothers and sisters understand you're our brothers and sisters. You're part of the 12 tribes, and you got to join your black brothers and sisters, man. We have to join together, because this animal is relentless. He has no regard for the young, the old, the free, the detained. He's a beast. You understand? He's a bloodthirsty lust for our blood. Salakia.
Yep. Let me ask you this, right? If was he in the building or he was outside of it? From what the article is saying.
Let me scan the article, sir, and I can find out for you.
Okay.
Find out right now.
All right. So, what you wanted to jump in?
No.
Salakia.
No, so all there's a little noise on my end because we're riding now. So
yeah.
yeah.
I hear them.
Yeah. And again, in the world, what Kazakh bringing out, this is why again, we always say, Brakataya or try to the men above us, and in order to be enlightened and to know the truth about who is our enemies are that wronged about us. Again, we tell brothers and sisters, the only place you can learn this is in this school, because outside of this school, we would think that everybody is our friend, everybody is one, but they have one common or one goal or one agenda, and that is to stay, in the position that they are in, which is to keep ruling over, the, as you say, the feeble, the lame. This is how they gain their, let me say, what we call it, status in the society, as the ruling class by oppressing, the weak and the feeble. Yes.
Right. No, you're right. You're absolutely right about that one. I mean, they don't have a conscience when it comes to certain things. They'll just do whatever, say whatever, make whatever atrocities. I guess he's exercising his Virginian luxuries. I mean, the Virginian luxuries. I don't know if you all remember that painting.
Yeah,
that painting, called the Virginian luxuries.
Let me see if I could pull it up.
Consul, while you pull it up, sir, I got some more information right here. It says the shooter fired multiple rounds from a nearby roof or an elevated position down into the field office's sally port. So he catching them while they being, detained, brought inside, in the between the two gates. He's pretty much sniping them.
Yeah, he
like a coward.
He's for sure a coward, and I wonder how much of this is inspired by, Charlie Cook.
Right.
You know what I mean? Not necessarily what he said, but more so the whole incident where it's like, okay, if in his mind is he like, well, if they could be on a rooftop shooting Charlie Cook, I could be on a rooftop shooting them, because they always try to blame us, like we the reason I guess the left has sympathy and empathy, and is moved to want to put somebody down like that. You get the point?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like he really is practicing them Virginian luxuries. Like this is the Virginian luxuries here, where this is a painting, right, depicting the Virginian luxuries of, the oppressor during his time in the East, frustrated. Like he can take his frustration out by beating a slave or sexually forcing another slave, or both. And it was called Virginian luxuries, right? As of course, with the advent of the internet and everybody researching and pulling it up, sometimes you Google it and they'll tell you, okay, that's not what it meant, but that's what it initially meant. Because why else would the painting depict Virginian luxuries in this matter? And that's the oppressor wanting to blame us for every single thing, in the same time using us as, a whipping pole or something to take out his frustration on. And that's what you see happen here with this thing. Like he definitely wanted to take his frustration out on us. It's like what they say is like fish in a barrel. You know what I mean? Or fish or fish in a tub or something like that. When they say the fish is localized, it's like it's not, you don't even have to go out in the open sea and fish. Like he's just doing this because really his motivation comes from the hatred from the 12 tribes for the 12 tribes of Israel. You know what I mean? His hatred comes through there. It's crazy. Any more on it, Kazak?
If I could,
no sweat.
So like I said, if I could, as you look at this young Edomite here, and you wonder what has happened to him so much to make him hate blacks and Hispanics so much. You know what I mean? It's like you're in your own kingdom. You have all the privilege in the kingdom. You have all the power. You've never been homeless. You've never been poor. You're not a descendant of slaves. What makes you want to annihilate everybody? Like you have to have such a bloodlust to get on the roof and to look at people you don't know. That's the thing that always boggles my mind. People you don't know, and you could take their life. Like I can understand if it was somebody you had a beef with. Black people, they have beef with people and it's personal. But these people, they go there. It's as if they go hunting. It's as if they're killing a deer. They're killing a wolf. That's how they behave. And it's mind-boggling how diabolical they could be. And this is why the Lord said in the book of Romans that he hated Esau because of who he is.
Right.
I mean, because of what he's capable of. Salak, sir.
No, I definitely get you with that one. I definitely get you with that one. Like there's no cutting him off. There's no there's no understanding to how he thinks and operates. You know what I mean? And like I always say, like you have not ever seen a reaction like this after 9/11. You have not seen a reaction like this, after Pearl Harbor. You understand? Like was they going around and trying to put down Japanese? Was there random shootings of Japanese people? Was there random shootings of the Arabs? Was cops pulling over Arabs and pulling them out the car and beating them and doing all kind of things. Like, why is always the focus of their anger and their violence only towards us when we've done the least towards them? But let people take down their towers, bomb their ports, kill thousands of their people, and they give them military weapons and give them military grade airports and give them a fast track to be in America and make money. But us, we do all your work, all your labor, do the work you don't want to do, and you show no appreciation for us at all. But let something go wrong, you blame us for it. Like, if they could have blamed the flooding in Texas, remember what 4 or 5 months ago was it flooding in Texas? If they could have blamed blacks and Latinos for that, they would. If they could blame us for the earthquakes, they would. If they could blame us for the forest fires, they would. But yet still, when we come through and offer the help, they don't show us the love that they would show anybody else. They never ever do it. And you would think, okay, with him popping people from the rooftop like they say, well, goddamn, you had to go and like nobody responded. Like, that's crazy. Like, that is crazy. Like, there's no protection. That is mad. That is absolutely mad. You have arrested you have the detainees essentially really out in public. If he could hit them from so far off, really security wise, you wouldn't have them egressing the bus or whatever you're bringing them in from inside a building. You wouldn't do it at a parking lot. Even a Planned Parenthood building, when they're protesting, their people get way more protection than that. They'll drive them out from like under the parking lot or something so that they don't, nobody could identify them to do them harm. But our people, whatever. And they say in here he had one of the rounds from one of these rifle rounds said anti-ICE. I can't tell it's anti-ICE if he killed detainees or shot detainees. Unless somebody lying. Like, I couldn't imagine that. Imagine you have a loved one, and imagine if these brothers and sisters, whoever got hit, was innocent. Imagine they don't have no violations. They're not criminals. They did the legal process, and I still took them up, and now they get a bullet because I took them.
So, like I said,
please,
I might be looking too much into it, but that don't even make sense to me. Why do you have one round that says anti-ICE, and that's not the round that was used?
And you didn't hit no ICE agent,
right? And you didn't hit an ICE agent. That don't even make sense. Like, you would think that would be on one of these spent casings that was used. Why would you write anti-ICE on rounds that are not even loaded or not used, and on just one? Like, Esau's such a devil. Between the AI and Esau being a devil, I don't believe anything that comes out of mainstream media's mouth and the white man's mouth. Because again, they'll lie to further whatever they want to further. Meaning, they might have to put that on there and came up with that to hide the fact that this cat went to hunt Hispanics. So now they got to lie and say, well, he had anti-ICE on the round, so he was really trying to get ICE agents. I don't believe that. I believe that this was a white man that hates Hispanics like white people do in America, and he went and hunted in an easy hunt, like you said, fish in a barrel, and tried to eliminate our Hispanic brothers in such a vulnerable state. And in order to prevent such a strong public backlash, they got to furnish. What's the word? Produce, some type of, evidence. Now, again, I don't know if that's true or not. That's just my speculation about it, because I don't believe white people, and it's not making sense. So,
no, I think you're right. Because how is it he get there, did this anti-ICE and hit no ICE people, only hit detainees. He didn't hit the driver. He didn't hit the guard at the gate. Like it really doesn't make sense, and it could be what you say in that things is being spun.
Mm-hmm.
It's down here like they would steal the, like how they have stolen valor. They would steal the victimness, the victimhood, or you know, whatever sympathy and support has to come our way, whatever, because they know, of course, if it is he's targeting and hunting Latinos, the backlash, as you say in Kazakh, is going to be, well, this, you're not even protecting the people who you saying is this, and it's going to be a stain on them. So there's like, well, he really came to get us. He really is, is these ICE agents he's trying to kill. It don't seem so.
Mm-hmm.
Concert, and the last thing the white man need is for people to feel sorry for the people they're trying to hate. Like that's the last thing the white man need is for now everybody to have a conscience and start to feel sorry for the people we should be feeling sorry for. So that's why I think they lying about this. I think these Hispanic brothers and sisters were victims to a murderous monster.
Yep.
Yeah. And just to add to what you were saying, you remember 9/11, right?
Mm-hmm.
Not 9/11, right? It coming out, 9/11 like 20 years ago.
Right.
And things resurfacing right now, facts resurfacing right now, saying that a lot of these agencies knew, it was going to go down. Or something was going to go down. You understand? And didn't do anything about it. Right? And lo and behold, guess who got money out the wazoo after 9/11? Who do you think got money?
Who's that? The small hats on them?
No, see the CIA. They said there was the amount of money they got after, because this happened. So now they have a reason for them to go do what? Fund the CIA.
I see what you're saying. Like in terms of they get money like a budget. They get more of a budget, you mean?
Yes, they get more money. You think they didn't know that this was going to go down? You think all the surveillance they have, they didn't know that was going to go down? You understand? Now let's see how much money they're going to give to ICE to further do their job.
Right.
Now if they give ICE, if they increase ICE budget, oh no, it's a false flag.
Yeah.
No, this was just something set up to make it look as if they were going to target ICE. But he really was trying to, as Kazakh saying, he really tried to kill unalive them detainees, our brothers.
Right.
But they control the narrative.
Mm-hmm.
So guess what? You gonna have to, we got to pick the pieces up, and he shot 3 detainees. Not one of them ICE agents he shot. No. Right. And what type of gun to say he had an AR? Bullets.
Yeah.
Them things is what 7. That look like no 5.56.
So it definitely ain't making sense, just like everything else.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
So like, yes, sir.
Go ahead.
Yeah, yes, like if I may, I don't know if I am not watching too much into it as well. To like, is like awareness now, because now just offer what happened with Charlie Kirk now, with that let me say long range shooting or sniper shooting, right? It's like the awareness now. We have to be aware and should heighten awareness. So like this would be a trend, right? So now they could be at any point in time, looking to, as we say, to take out whoever they feel it fit. Or if I decide I just wake up one morning and I could go on any building. So it's like it's like the awareness, and again the generals and them command general, and again General Hyman, they were bringing it out again Monday with these mass shooters. It's something that now we should really be aware. because now it's like you're moving just like we were been taught and been raised up. Be aware of your surroundings. So we should really not take this light, right? We should always be aware, and this is why again this warning will only come from people who care for other people, and this is why without having care for people, you would just look at anything as anything. So that's one that that's okay.
No, you're right. It's like a high time now to be very vigilant, to be super, super vigilant with what's going on. But in a case like this, how could you even prevent it? How could you even, stop it? You know what I mean? Malakna say, I mean, in terms of if you are Black and Latino, how are you being vigilant when somebody done violate your rights and took all protection away from you and, left you open? Malakna said, Salaki, so when they did their press conference this morning, they spun it into making it about ICE being targeted and never sent any condolences or even acknowledgement to the detainees. Like that's exactly what the officers and the captains were saying. It's like this thing here is just going to be used to give them license to be more brutal. To be more brutal, get them more funds. Go ahead, Orium.
So like I said, if I could, and what everybody's saying so heavy, because I was thinking the same thing. That's why this scripture here in the book of 2 Corinthians chapter 2, verse 11. I mean, and again, I thank the Lord for the truth, because we're not deceived, right? The scripture says in 2 Corinthians chapter 2, verse 11.
Okay, get it when so 2 Corinthians 2 and 11.
You got it.
Come. Book of 2 Corinthians chapter 2 and verse 11. Right? Lest Satan should get an advantage of us.
So right here it says, lest Satan should get advantage of us. Right there, the Lord's a man of war. So he's strategizing. And in war, you don't want the enemy to get an advantage of you over you. So the Lord's saying, lest Satan should get an advantage over us. Go ahead.
Can. For we are not ignorant of his devices.
We know this devil. We know this devil. We know he's a liar. That's what the word devil means for those who don't know. The word devil means liar and deceiver. We know him. So what Officer Kazaka Ahmad on up just said was 100% true, where we know his devices. We know he tries to spin things. And like there ain't no way, like anytime there's a mass shooting, there's imprints on bullets now spinning the narrative. I mean, so the water to the truth for allowing us to not be blind. And on those of you who are online, this is such a privilege, I'm telling you, to be able to find men of the truth who could break down exactly what's happening to you in this world. Because there was a time where whatever the oppressor said is what you had to go with. Now we can say, nah, we know the devil. This is not making sense. Why would you go out against ICE, but you hit everybody but ICE? That don't make no sense. I mean, so that's what I want to say, sir. Salak.
I think you're right. Go ahead, Cap.
No, I definitely agree. It don't check out when you look at the whole scenario. But this is, once again, it's like the Kyle Rittenhouse effect all over. This administration has deputized a lot of vigilantes out here.
Right.
Who think, they can do the job better, or ICE ain't doing the job fast enough, or they're assisting ICE. You know what I'm saying? You got, sometimes when you look at a lot of things like this with the news and the press right now, you got to question everything. Because you got to question everything the reports the FBI say. Similar to what happened in Mississippi with the cat, the brother that just got hung, or they said committed suicide. The report said earlier, the family said that the police said he died in his dorm. He unalived himself in the dorm. All of a sudden, now he on a tree.
Right.
So unless Delta State got treehouse dorms, it don't make sense. So when you start to add all these things up, and you start to see all these, and it's like a cover up in a way, because after everything happened, then it's like, okay, I initially got this report from one of our officers in Dallas. Shout out to Officer Shayala. And when he sent me this, I'm like, okay, this don't make sense. I got it this morning. I'm like, it don't make sense. And it don't. It really don't. And I think that's a sentiment with everybody, especially our Latino brothers and sisters, and a lot of our brothers and sisters that are being detained by ICE. It don't make sense. You know what I'm saying? And the fact that that no ICE agents were even grazed, it just don't make sense. You know, if you around an ICE facility, you got, you know, if you got the high ground, everybody's sitting ducks.
Right.
So it just don't add up. So you gotta question everything this man doing, because he needs the momentum to stay in this way. Same thing with even with the Charlie Kirk situation. They tried to make him a liberal, and it come to find out that he's a fraction of the MAGA movement, which is, you know what I'm saying, some group called the Gropers, who are right of the alt-right. So, you know what I'm saying, this is one of their tactics. And they weaponizing the press as well. So like
you saying the you talking about the shooter they're trying to, he was really a MAGA person.
Exactly. He was really a MAGA. He was a more extreme MAGA follower. So you got the alt-right, then you got the right of the alt-right. So he's one of those fringe, you know, and even that right there it's like a power vacuum. A lot of people don't know this, but it's a power vacuum that happened with that turning point with that cat being unalive.
Yeah.
Because now somebody, his wife, of course, she is, you know, at the helm of the whole situation now as far as ownership of the organization. But I looked at that memorial. I mean, it looked like she kind of bit off more than she can chew. She kind of, to be honest, she looked like a woman that's held hostage by a movement now. That it morphed into something else.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, you know, just by her saying, hey, I forgive him, and Trump saying, no, you know what, I don't agree with that. It's like, you know, I think she didn't bit off more than she can chew with that organization. That's just my perspective. So like, I yield.
Listen, I definitely kind of halfway agree with that, because like I said before, they're definitely watching the classes. You know what I mean? If anybody who got time, you go listen to Charlie Kirk when he gets asked questions on the Bible. He's taking a UPK breakdown and tailoring it for white people. You know, there's a battle he have where what to say, he's a Christian nationalist. And the dude charged him. He said, listen, man, the Bible don't talk about nationality. He said, yes, it do. The Bible is about nationality. And he started to pull precepts. Of course, they're in the NIV version and not King James, even though he say he only uses King James. I noticed that too. He battled some dude in England, and he said, yeah, we use the King James, and that's what we use. And, you know, he responded to the dude who asked him about the nationality, and he pulled precepts about the Bible commands us to do this for your nation, for your people. And everybody should honor your nation and you honor your people. And I'm like, hold up. You know, I mean, go listen to any time he gets asked biblical stuff. The talking point is a botched UPK breakdown. Because there's no Christian church teaches that thing. There's none. No Christian church teaches that thing in the way we say it, certain things we say. So I see what you're saying, Cap, where she now they're putting her up as the face so they could continue pulling the strings. It's like the puppet get off the strings now. And she gonna go up there and say it, but she gonna say, listen, I don't want, you know, y'all should forgive him because they continuously watching us. And is that to them, this is a good form of damage control where she ain't go up there and say nothing inflammatory.
Right.
To make people want to go and take up arms themselves or do something else. So they're definitely watching us, and they're playing square peg and wrong hole because she ain't really built for this thing. Even the whole cry up there looked very, you know.
So like,
there's the ugly face cry, real ugly face. Go ahead.
No, what you're saying is so right, Cap. I mean, it didn't even look like a funeral. I mean, it looked like more like a recruitment. They had the pyrotechnic. They had the fire. I mean, not the firework, the pyrotechnic with the sparks, and it was more of a recruitment ceremony. I heard they even selling merchandise out there.
Yeah.
It didn't seem like a, as black people say, a homegoing.
Yeah.
It didn't have that feel. It had the feel of more of recruitment and to nationalize the evangelicals and so forth, and it just, and I think, like you said, her or them or somebody seeing the classes, hearing what General Muhammad brought out, and according to their doctrine, I think that was her way to kind of, I guess, to ease tensions. I forgive him, but Trump was like, no, well, I don't really agree with that, and then you should, in a way, respect the wishes of the wife.
That's
but
it.
It let you know that she, and of course, now I'm sure when all the money was coming in, and I think this cat had I forgot how much budget he had. He was like in the hundreds of millions of dollars of budget that he had to operate that organization. And I'm sure and this woman, she's probably thinking about the future of her kids and so forth. So she didn't probably think it was going to turn out like this, but it didn't morphed into something that she cannot control. And they're going to use her more like as a figurehead in a way, what I'm saying, for his legacy. So
absolutely. And okay, like how you saying, like it was recruitment. You had to register to go to that funeral. Like it was open to the public, but you had to go put your name down and register. So they have a list of everybody who was there. So that they should let you know that they're keeping that list. Is in sales, they call that leads. When you do in sales, they call that leads. You get how many leads you get. So now imagine you could get voluntary leads. You don't have to go to a generating company that and ask for the call list or buy leads from somebody else. They come in there and they put down the name and the email and the address and everything else and the phone number. And shit, who knows? I don't know if they're taking pictures and stuff, but maybe there was. I don't know. But it's for sure recruiting. It's for sure a base because it's turning over. People who didn't know Charlie Kirk is now his fans. And then his fans is doubling down on the thing. Fans is doubling down on the whole thing. And like you said, the power vacuum is there because, Ben Shapiro stepping in.
Right.
The all the other ones who is in that ilk and that genre of it, they stepping all the way up, you know what I mean? But there's no doubt in my mind they're definitely listening because, okay, she said this is what Christ would have wanted. She didn't just say, we forgive him. She said, I want to forgive him because as Christians, we know this is what Christ would have wanted. She listening to UPK classes.
That's right, Cap.
She listening the exact thing, listening to the thing. Listen to the thing. This weekend at camp, some white man listening there. The brother up there say, yeah, man, you should forgive Charlie Kirk. His wife and all of them should forgive him. This is Saturday night. The white man had a face on like, what the fuck you mean forgive him?
Exactly.
Because it's such a foreign concept. But I'm telling you, it's down there like they're taking the thing and trying to make it work for them.
Right.
Like really, if you study what's going on in America now, it explains why historically, when you go to the history, the basic history, you go in there, you would not find Hebrews as slaves in Egypt.
Right.
When you look at what's going on, you could see why certain things was done. You know what I mean? You could see how this person end up here. This person is in power. Why is this theater named after this person? It's just because white society liked him or some power. So, they're taking a poll to bring out a Charlie Kirk coin. His head with his face on the damn thing. And I'm like, his face on there.
It's a lucky Cap.
Brother, listen, I damn near want to take a bet, one of them, what is called it? The long calls or the over and under, and how long it's going to take before he replaces Caesar Borgia. That's what the hell I want to know. So, like, Alwapanya, Barak.
Hey, y'all was from the thumb. What? Hey, Shaq, you ain't got to put me on big screen.
Oh, no, just to pull you in, so like, that was just to pull you in, sir.
Oh, okay. Do water.
Okay, sir.
I appreciate it. I won't keep y'all late. So what, bro? Don't worry, so what? I'm not gonna keep you late.
Yes, like, so you run until the end. This is endurance.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. So, yo, man, I didn't mean to interrupt though. Go ahead, please.
So I was just talking about Charlie Kirk with his wife saying, she forgive him. Just exactly what John Mahan was bringing out in class, the way she said it.
Wow.
They're listening to us.
Right.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, because Muhammad came out with it early.
Right.
Yes.
And nobody expected it when he brought it out.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And it hit them because, of course, it crushed the beast in them to manufacture revenge.
That's it.
Which is what they wanted to do.
Come on.
You know what I mean? It was to manufacture some good, hardcore revenge.
Come on. Shit.
But it didn't work. But did you hear I'm sure y'all heard the latest that's going around now about how much pressure they put on him from the small hats.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
The small hats are losing it because, some of his followers are losing it because the small hats was pressuring him not to let Tucker Carlson come on, pressuring him not to let Candace Owens come on,
right,
and a few others. So they were really doing what they do in the music industry. I know y'all know about this. They were doing what they do, which is circle around him and start to control and cut people off.
Yeah.
And put the access in their hands on who deals with him. They said he was getting highly frustrated.
Yeah.
And then they really got mad when he said he didn't agree with what they were saying about the Palestinian situation.
Right.
So now, all of them are investigating whether or not this was a hit by the small hats.
Come on.
You know what I'm saying? Because of course, that show you how much conflict was going on in that organization.
And they probably funded him all the way up front.
Oh, they said that they did. They said in the very beginning, when he was young, about 17, they gave him, some ridiculous amount of money to start that organization. That Turning Point, that was started by the small hat. They financed him to do it.
Wow.
They are masters that are sitting in the background.
Damn.
I don't want to get the numbers wrong, but my last recollection was there was somewhere in the neighborhood of $3 to $4 million back then. And that they've been bankrolling him ever since. That's how he got 850 chapters across the country. They in the background pumping it out. And according to some of them conspiracy theories, or some of those, I don't even want to say conspiracy theories because it's really the people that was with him. According to them, they turned around and said that, because they financed him, they felt like they could control who's around him.
Yeah.
Who had access to him. You know what I mean? And he was becoming disenfranchised with, the way they were going at war. And that he didn't like the head of the small hats. Couldn't do nothing about it. Now this is coming from Tucker Carlson and them, who said it wasn't as it is, which would make sense. They feel like they built it up, and how he gonna decide to change direction on it?
Right.
So they decide, nah, we ain't gonna let that happen.
And they
You know what I'm
saying?
Say again.
I said, and they went ahead and put an end to that.
That's the theory. That they put an end to that, and see, they made a big mistake because they tried to blame us. They started threatening HBCUs, and you see the story you brought out where they you know assassinated them people in the car and left the agents on the outside. You know what I'm saying? So, and now the bullet's supposedly marked. So now we know now that we in a full-fledged propaganda war between two sides of the same camp in the Republican Party.
Right.
One side of the camp is going with the flow with the small hats. The other side of the camp is against the small hat. And so, and they just using his name in the middle. If it spills out, if proof hits the ground that it was them, it's gonna be a horrible day for them.
Yeah.
You know, man, gonna be a horrible day and a great day for the Most High in Christ, in that every day that they get confounded is one day less they get to step to us.
That's right.
As the people. They want to galvanize them to really hate us, but they can't. And something else, if I could add this. They also came out and said that, you know, Charlie Kirk was an evangelical, you know, one of them evangelicals.
Right.
And they came out and said that they are begging the evangelicals to get out of the Republican Party because the evangelicals are being indoctrinated with Republican Party rhetoric as though it's in the Bible. So the small hats who don't even believe in Christianity and Christ are turning around and using the evangelicals to indoctrinate them to hate us.
Right.
Which is easy to do because they from the South and they feel already defeated by the North.
Right.
And they separate from us mostly down South anyway. Except for the very younger crowd. And now they caught up thinking, you know, these people going to get us. These people going to get us. When the Republican Party, brother, is gearing up for a massive world war.
Yeah.
Them in Europe, they gearing up, brother, for the full game. I yield the lock.
Nah, you for sure. I'm looking at it. This he brought in like 85 million.
Is that me or y'all with the music?
Yes, background.
Is it you hearing something? No, okay. I was looking at loading a page up. Hold on. It might. Are you all able to still hear it?
No, I don't hear it.
Yeah, no, I was just loading a page up in the background, just showing him, you know, as the general was talking, him being an evangelical. It could be that. But yeah, as I'm pulling up this article, the BBC article, it says that you know, he brought in like $85 million just from that college setup they set him up with.
Wow.
This is Turning Point USA brought in like $85 million from that whole college setup, like how they do him. So like he was getting ridiculous funding.
Yeah.
I mean, he was getting ridiculous funding to push the thing, like all the general was saying.
Yeah. And more than likely that came from the small hats.
Yep.
Certainly from the Republican Party.
Yep. Because like this is him here in Oxford doing this thing. So who's setting that thing up?
Yeah.
Who is setting it up for him to go everywhere and debate somebody and, you know, get a whole ton of
you think these stars are, I mean, these high tier Republicans, you know, operate on their own. They've been financed and groomed from young.
Yeah.
Like we brought out Monday night. About Senator Booker.
Right.
I mean, Rabbi Shmuley been around for forever.
Yeah.
Okay.
And groomed him on his way into the Senate. Like they are some serious recruiters.
Yeah. And they versed with the dog whistles and the cat calls to activate that feeling in the oppressor. They know certain talking points that is, really historically how they always appeal to the young white male and young white female. They know just exactly what to say and how to say it, and they could tap into that side of the oppressor where he now becomes the great white hope. He now becomes, that thing, that beacon, like a beacon to them. Like that's damn near how it was set up, because it was ridiculous, because his rise was very quick and it was not grassroots at all. It made it seem like it was grassroots. But that thing was, they talk about a plant in the music industry, like that. He was a plant.
Yeah, they have bankrolled him early.
Come on.
And kept him going.
Right.
That's why it's so plausible that they could have been the ones to deal with it.
Couple countries. So, like, if I may, sir.
Please,
And what you and Captain Mashak is saying is so heavy, and just how I can't remember which one of them was just saying how the whole funeral looked like. I think it was Captain Kahan. The whole funeral looked like a recruiting event. And I think one thing that I've learned from being in the white man's military is like that speech Miller made when he referenced. He said the same thing that Joseph Goebbels said, who was worked with a Nazi officer. And to the average listener, most people are not, when you hear that, you're not able to pull, like, this is referring exactly to that. What I learned being in the white man's military is somehow these white people are versed in the Nazi literature. Like it's like how we have the way we talk is almost like it's part of their culture. It's not something that's said publicly unless you get in spaces where they really reign supreme, like being in Esau's military. You don't really see how how they all know it until you get into those spaces. I didn't realize that they all, like, they heard that speech, and it's like Captain Shock was saying, it was a dog whistle for them, because it's like, oh, that's what I was taught as a boy. That's referring to the greatness of white people with Hitler. Us hearing it, and most people hearing it, is like, this is a strong speech, but what is this making? What does this mean? They knew exactly what it meant, and it was a recruiting tool, like you were saying, General, to recruit more young. Like, they have a hell of a process to recruit and get more and young, and that's what the whole funeral looked like. Salaki,
if I could,
please,
if I could just double down on what Officer Kazaka Ahmad said about the dog whistle coming off the memorial, the beginning of the memorial, blowing of trumpets. Like you said, General, blowing the trumpet is like we hearing the dog whistle, but from the truth, we hearing the trumpets. We hearing the trumpets from the men of the Lord. And it's crazy because it's almost like a religious psychosis that's going on. I'm seeing on TikTok how it's like desperation, like you said in your weekly address every week. Like the recent one you just said it. This is a man that's acting out of desperation. So you're starting to see these white evangelicals because they can't control the narrative. It's starting to spin in different ways, and they starting to have meltdowns when it comes to just recently. I want to say it was in Tennessee. It's one of my HBCUs in Tennessee. You had, I might have been part of the Turning Point or some other organization that came there that wanted to debate Black people and started to be, try to provoke them on the campus. So, like, I yield.
Yeah. Hey, can y'all hear me? Y'all have got to let me point out something that went over a lot of people's head. Kahan, you just hit something that was real heavy that came out in that speech. I'm sorry. Let me read something to you. If you listen to that, if you listen to that speech, right, that Miller made, Miller made that speech out. And did you hear the part in there where Miller said, we come from the Greeks. We come from, you know, he named a few ancient empires. And he said it was Erica that took us out of the caves and brought us into the shining of the light. And we will conquer. And right after that, he said, you are nothing and blah, blah, blah. Y'all remember that?
No, I didn't even catch that one, sir. That
Yeah,
bad.
it was kind of swift. It was kind of swift. I'm trying to get the right one.
I'm looking it up too, sir.
Check out what it said.
So like, I remember hearing him saying that he basically was going over all the great white empires of antiquity.
Exactly.
He mentioned the Romans. I remember that. I remember hearing that.
But the only god that he called was the god Erica.
Right.
All right. Let me read to you who she is. It says, Eris, they call her Eris. Today's words, they use Erica. But in ancient times, they called her Eris. Eris from Greek mythology, also known as Discordia in Roman tradition. That's where the word discord comes from. And here's what it says. She is the personification of strife, discord, and chaos.
Wow.
Known for her instigating conflict and causing wars.
Yikes.
Famously, the Trojan War. Miller was trying to say that we standing with this goddess. I told you they infiltrated the evangelicals, and now they got the evangelicals worshiping Erica and not even knowing it.
Damn.
And remember, Miller's a so-called Jew. He don't believe in none of that. Or the Christianity.
Damn.
And if you look closely at him while he was doing that speech, he looked like he was tweaking off of something. I'm just saying. He was looking like that boy was tweaking bad. You got to see in his speech, he turned in his neck, man, like he was seriously tweaking. But my point is this, and it may be just some illness or something he have, I don't know. But my point is this. This is who he was saying was their goddess. Here's what it says. Famously, the Trojan War. Another significant goddess associated with chaos, though from a different cultural context, is the Hindu goddess Kali, who represents time, death, and destruction. These are the gods that they have when they do those ceremonies at the CERN Hadron Collider, that thing where they're trying to crash them particles.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what it's for. I mean, that's why they got them gods out front of it. They bringing out their worship of Satan. It says this. She is famous for sowing discord and causing fights. Her actions led to the Trojan War. She also bore children who personified various human woes, such as hunger and hate. That's what she personified. Hunger and hate in these two children.
Damn.
Like that's what she brings forth as her children. Hunger and hate. She is a sister to Ares, the god of war, and often accompanies him to make conflict more intense. Unlike other gods, she did not have temples dedicated to her in ancient Greece because of her chaotic nature.
That's wild.
A major goddess associated with time, death, and destruction. That's the Kali god. You know what I mean? While not a goddess, not a goddess of chaos in the same way as Eris, her connection to death and transformation places her in the realm of disruptive cosmic forces. Like that's who they worshiping on. And he came out with it. He mentioned her like 3 times in that speech. And she brought them out the darkness. In other words, now I understand what the anarchists and all of them believe in. They believe that this chaotic goddess, if they be like her and create chaos and conflict and so forth, that they will rise out of that conflict, rise
That's it.
out of that chaos. That's why they be talking that BS about rise from the phoenix and all that.
Yeah.
All of that got to do with them coming out of the chaos, creating the chaos, creating the war, and because of it, they become great. And Miller, in essence, was letting us know we gonna make the Third World War. He was letting the world know that she brought us out of here. We're the conquerors. We're great. You are nothing. Da da da. He went all into it. He was saying, "That's what we doing. We gonna go and start war all over the world and create chaos and strife and bring in that evil spirit." That's what we watching right here.
So like, General.
John, please.
And what was the name of that god again? You said Eric?
It's Eris, but the name is translated today as Erica. He called her Erica as well.
Yeah.
Like Erica, I guess, is the more modern translation. Eris is, I guess, the Greek name. Eris. But you got to put in ancient goddess Eris or ancient goddess Erica. You got it?
There's a word that in the definition is called heuristic. Heuristic, and it says relating to arguing or debating in a way that is meant more to win than to seek truth. Heuristic.
Right. And that's also where I believe you get your word aristocrat from. You know what I mean?
Like, Joe, can I pull a scripture, General?
Please do.
Let me get Ecclesiasticus chapter 28, verse 9, Bob Shaw. I think this fit right into what you bringing out, sir.
Yeah. General, while he pulling these scriptures, like I look up the Discordia, and they got all these images of the woman arrayed in purple and gold, just like the great whore of Babylon.
Damn.
In the sitting on the beast. Like I'm looking through the pictures. Now there's some in some other colors, but the colors they attribute into this Discordia. The goddess of strife is this purple and gold. And it's just in the whole theme of mystery Babylon, the whore that sits on many waters.
Yeah.
Cause the purple sodomites, the purple faggots, and the purple and gold to cause strife.
Yeah.
Strife and discord. And they're so bold, they have a damn app called Discord.
That's right.
They're so bold.
Right. That's them letting you know that's how they roll.
Damn. That's wild. That's wild. So it's a water for that. It's lucky con.
Okay. Khan, I was trying to get Ecclesiastes chapter 28, verse 9.
Con. The book of Ecclesiasticus chapter 28 and verse 9. A sinful man disquieteth friends and maketh debate among them that be at peace.
And like that debate right there, there's a debate where you plead your cause, and there's a debate where cause strife. And that's what the general said. Like all debate ain't for the greater good. That's what they are doing, and that was his whole platform. So like I yield.
Like we don't understand how they operate, how they could have an empire for 450 years and have Democrats and Republicans fighting and arguing each other all forever.
Right.
Like, it ain't never a peaceful kingdom. And that's why. Well, they worship that chaos. They worship that madness. When we really, truly seek peace as a people. You know what I mean? Like we don't want to be arguing and fighting over every little thing in the kingdom all the time. But they love to do that. They don't like it when it's peaceful. I yield.
Yeah, that's man. That is like,
and he went and dug them up. and put him in that speech with Charlie Kirk, basically saying to the world, we coming to get the world. Now we know now we know what the real plan is. They looking to take everything. Mexico, Caribbean, Central and South America, they got to get the oil first. Cuba, all of that, they ready to gobble up. They ready to let the Israelis gobble up and control the whole Middle East. And they ready to let Europe go on and take on everybody else. And I guess after all of that, then they'll come deal with China. But they should have read the biblical prophecy, man, before they went that far. I yield.
Yeah. That's right.
General, also too, like they're so hypocritical. Like Charlie Cook. I keep saying Charlie King. So like Charlie Cook's supposed to be the super Christian and talking about Christ the King, yet still he's vaulting a whole other God in front of them.
Yes.
In this supposed super Christian evangelical funeral. Like they don't give a damn about him. There's like, damn him, damn his king, whatever. We, Eris is the one we, worshiping, and she brought us nothing about Christ, nothing about what he was talking about.
Right.
That's crazy. Right.
Is that insane or what? Like they revealing and remember what Elon Musk said. I didn't mean to cut you off, Mashak. Was you still talking?
No, that's it, sir.
Let me add one quick thing. Remember what Elon Musk said. When they said to Elon Musk, are you setting up that computer in Memphis? He said, yes, that's where the new God will come from. Y'all remember that? He came out and said it. That's where the new God will come from. So get ready for that now. Like white evangelicals, boy, y'all better catch a grip.
Yeah.
Y'all better put the pause button right quick, because you running down the road of the Republican Party thinking you serving the Lord and you serving, Eris. And the people that's in charge are breeding fear in you so that you could be hyped up to go after people and create chaos and harm the Lord's chosen, which are absolutely no threat to you at all. Like all the violence going on in among blacks and Latinos is at blacks and Latinos.
Yeah.
Very few going at them. We withering away in the hood. Like they done fooled you evangelicals with race baiting to get you to come up against poor people, people that have been on drugs, people that's destroyed, been in foster care, homeless, or people that's wiped out.
Right.
And using it to gear you up to do things you otherwise wouldn't do, trying to be like a Christian. If I could, I'm reading a book right now. I'm going to bring excerpts of the book out. The name of the book is called Ordinary Men by Christopher Browning. And the book is about the Reserve Police Battalion 101 in Poland. And brother, this Reserve Police Department is a bunch of regular men who would go to work, come home, and all that, was never even police. They took these men, made them policemen, and then took them out and slowly got them to do harmful things to the white Jews. And before you know it, they strengthened them all the way up into the mindset of Nazis. And brother, that's what it looks like they doing with these evangelicals. They gearing them up. And my question is this, like, if you so sick of us, if you so damn sick of us, just, we 13% of the population, right? We've been here 450 years.
Right.
Give us 13% of the land. Give us 13% of the land. Let us move off the land and have your cities. You want Chicago and Memphis, and you ain't got to put me center out, please. Memphis and Chicago, you should put the book up there, though. You should. But you want these cities? These cities ain't making us great. We're not becoming rich. We're not becoming great in these cities. We're constantly trying to survive in these cities. We grinding on our knees trying to, be a people. And you act like your country's been invaded. Don't fall for it. See these guys here? These are regular guys. They Polish. They guys from Poland. Some from Germany. And they put them in these uniforms and slowly began to make these cats do things that were heinous, that they otherwise would not do in their hometown where they were working. And as a result, they went and slaughtered in a short period of time, in 8 months, these cats right here slaughtered like 300,000 people.
Wow.
In 8 months. You know what I mean? And in 8 months, and they did it because they knew that it was a chance they could lose the war. So they needed as many killers as they possibly could get their hands on. And sure enough, they geared these cats up to go to this. I said that to say this, that the evangelical movement should wake up and see that they being used to be murderers. Break off 13% of the land.
Right.
If we did 400 plus years of service, give us 13% of the land and say, listen, y'all start your own nation. We'll start a non-proliferation treaty with you, meaning you can't go nuclear on us. You understand? Because we'll be in conflict. And go out and y'all go ahead and build your own country, and you can have who you want in it and who borders you want, and we'll have who we want and what borders we want.
Right.
But they can't do that because really all of this has nothing to do with fair play and equality and what's right and wrong. You see where you read where it said that those that believe in winning, no matter regardless of who was right. Who read that? That was you, Khan?
Yes, sir. That was the definition of the word heuristic.
Right. Which comes from her. She creates chaos, and it doesn't matter to her who wins. It doesn't matter to her who's right. It matters to her who wins. And that is the spirit in this place. They don't care about right and wrong and full and all that. That's the Lord that sits on that throne and judges everything. But the rest of these nations don't. They don't care about who is right or whatever. They care about winning. Damn who's right and who's wrong, or if they right and wrong. They'll always deny. That's why 400 years later, they are still denying they did something evil. Instead of admitting what they did evil, we'll wipe out Black history. We'll wipe out, DEI. We'll wipe out all that. We'll burn the books that's in all so they never have to admit the evil that they did that was wrong. It's 450 years. Push us in a corner somewhere, give us a piece of the land, and say shalom.
Right.
And that's that. Go ahead, y'all.
Salaka John, and that's why they want to keep the debate going, because mean, we know who we are. Each other is by now. We know who they are. They know who we are. Why do we have to keep this debate going about them being evil? Like history has proven that, but it just goes to show you like that right there. There's a spirit behind that where there's a productive spirit behind it, and there's a non-productive spirit behind that dealing with these people. And what you said earlier about the evangelicals is like going off the memorial to blowing the trumpets. If you in the Christian church and you Black, you better wake up, man. Because those Black people that was in those mixed churches right now, they heard a message this past Sunday and the Sunday before that. They didn't hear the gospel of Christ. They heard the gospel of Charlie Kirk and Donald Trump. and they are afraid. They're like, well, we never expected this to happen. That's where it's going. Like, it's more dangerous now being in those churches if you Black, Latino, Native American, Indian, now than ever, because there's a transition, has a shift that's happening, and it's religious / political. There is no separation of church and state no more. You know what I'm saying? That it never really was, but that's one of the mysteries of Babylon. Like this here, the state upholds the church, and the church upholds the state. Hence the mark of the beast. So like I yield.
John, give it up.
And General Salakis, if I could add to what you were saying too. You remember I think the Saturday where we brought out that they were doing studies, the small hats on them. They've been studying, these different races. They've been studying us. They know exactly who to, how to create an enemy and how to distract, the world, from what they're doing. And to add to what you were saying too, with the white evangelicals, right? Tucker Carlson, he trying to wave the banner on them. I don't know if you heard his speech, right? He went at a memorial and he gave a speech, sir. You don't mind if I read it for you all?
Yeah.
So this is Tucker Carlson. He said, "Oh, that made me emotional. Made me emotional to see Susie Wiles had tears in her eyes, which you don't often see in politics, but it's real. This is the most unbelievable thing I think I ever seen. And I don't. Whatever happens next in America, I hope it's in the direction because God is here. You can feel it. And Charlie would have loved this, not just because he loved large groups of people, but because ultimately he was a Christian evangelist. Now, he goes on to say, and it actually reminds me of my favorite story ever. So it's about 2,000 years ago in Jerusalem, and Jesus showed up, and he starts talking about the people in power, and he starts doing the worst things that you can do, which is telling the truth about people, and they hate it, and they just go bonkers. They hate it, and they become obsessed with making him stop. This guy's got to stop talking. We have got to shut this guy up. And I can just sort of picture the scene in a lamplit room with a bunch of guys sitting around eating hummus, thinking about what?
That's
Go ahead.
Thinking about what we do about this guy telling the truth about us. We must make him stop talking. And there's always one guy with a bright idea. And I can just hear him say, I've got an idea. We don't. Why don't we just kill him? That will shut him up. That fixes that will fix the problem. Right? And it doesn't work that way. It doesn't work that way. Everything is inverted, and the Beatitudes tell it. I think most crisply, everything is sort of opposite of what you think it's going to be.
He's supposed to be he's supposed to be teaching the truth, and everybody hates him. But somehow Turning Point is not a hate group on the SPLC.
Exactly.
How is Turning Point not, listed as a hate group on the SPLC if he's teaching everything truth about them? People hate him so much. Like, go ahead, Cap, please.
No, just to add to what you're saying too, and Tucker Carlson throw a blow at the small hats. I don't know if you picked that up.
That's what he was saying.
He threw a shot at them small hats.
He basically told them, y'all killed him.
Yeah.
Ooh, that was something.
Mm-hmm. You basically tell them that because they always claim if you talk to anybody, you know what I mean, them Christians, they'll tell you who killed Christ.
Yeah, so the Jews.
Yeah.
Yep. So the hummus line is for them.
Yeah. That's who that hummus line for. He says sitting around eating hummus. God damn.
He said in a lamp. What do you say? A lamp lit room or dim
Yeah.
room?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh man, yo. Yeah, I mean, so like you said, it's nice hearing these, and seeing these white men, go at each other. You know what I mean? And before you know it, it's going to be physical. They're going at each other. Because all this
Yeah.
word they're talking is, is just a ramp up. Because it's the same thing they did with the Civil War. It started off in Congress with just talk and debates. And before you know it, there was, in the fields, squaring off. So
And they
it's
making
going
a
there.
lot of tapes about that too. They all over the internet and the TikTok with
Mm-hmm.
what you just said.
Yeah,
Like they
cancer.
all over there with that conflict. They
Mm-hmm.
realize, many of them realize that the enemy isn't black people.
Yep.
It's these people.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
A lot, I yield.
Okay, that's lucky if I could. This
I
reminds
mean
me.
to cut you off too. No, I thought slop.
No, sir.
Go ahead.
Oh no, come on. This reminds me of when you read the breakdown on when Rome fell, and how it wasn't really like one incident that just broke it down. It was a breakdown of the whole setup of Rome. It just started breaking down, and then this group broke off of Rome and sacked it, and then another group came and sacked it, then another group came and caused more division and broke it down, and just groups just start breaking apart from Rome itself, where Rome, the Visigoths and they just kind of broke apart itself. And that's kind of like America right now. Like American it's not about America. Now it's becoming about your political group, which is more important than the Constitution. It's more important than the flag. Your political group and what you're feeling, that's more important than your freedom of speech, your right to assembly. All that shit don't mean shit, right? To these people now, it's about their own group, and hey, history repeats itself, and the scriptures told us. So like, it's a beautiful time to be alive. That's all I want to say on that.
It's a lot. Can I say one thing? And it's like the more Stephen Miller say what he said, the more the Bible is real. Like he said, you have no idea about the dragon that you awaken. He used the word dragon. He used the word dragon in the speech. Like the more the Lord is he's showing us more and more. The more they get bold in their hate, it matches the DNA of the scriptures about who this man is. I mean, verbatim, it's like the words jumping off the page now at this point. So the religious, the evangelical, they getting real cult. They getting real cultish on what they getting ready to try to do now, like you said, gentlemen. So like I use.
I'm to add to this too. Point two, come on, John. You can tell me if I'm wrong, but I never heard a head of state for a country come out and have to say we did not do it. Like you a head of state, you the president, prime minister of a country, and you had to come out to tell people your people didn't do it. Like I never seen that before. You know what I mean? When it comes to and I was specifically talking about the small hats, the president, he had to come out on national television and said, you know what I mean, we did not do it. You know what I mean? And I don't think he said we did not do it. He just said it's what we hearing is a lie.
Mm.
You know what I mean? He didn't say the words, we didn't do it. He just say what they're saying is a lie. Like for people in them think that they did it is because of their reputation going around, just unaliving people who they just, you know what I mean, don't like. Yeah. Like just imagine you had people, you telling people, let's sit down and let's come to a deal. You bringing them to the table. They coming to the table. Only, lo and behold, you not coming to the table. You dropping a bomb in the middle of the table. You know what I mean? To stop it. So now, of course, you got to come out and defend it. Because the dude, I don't know if you remember Nasrallah, I think that's Hans Buller, the leader, you know what I mean, the charismatic leader who they love. The only way they knew that where he was is because they made a deal. He thought they was going to make a deal with him. But they were just setting him up to know where he was going to be. And you know what I mean? So now, of course, so when things like this go down, of course there's going to be conspiracy, you know what I mean, coming out that you all did it. The small hats did it. You know what I mean? And it's loud right now. Because they, you know what I mean, like who will, you know what I mean, this man loved America. He loved it. When you hear Tucker Carlson and them talk about him, he wanted to come out and speak out against what the small hats was doing. Because he was like, yo, I'm American. I could talk bad about my country, but what my country doing, and I can't talk about what these people doing.
Right.
I mean, so it's, you know what I mean? So, you know what I mean, fingers getting pointed. And it's, you know what I mean, now is a real good time to be in where the words in the Bible, you know what I mean, jumping out at you. Like this place is run by wicked people. And you're seeing it, you know what I mean? Every day you wake up, you're seeing it. You know what I mean? You can't deny it's being run by wicked people. You can imagine you set up the UN. You put rules, you give the UN rules to make sure it does not ever have to go to a world war again. You set the rules up, but you going against every rule you set up. Every rule you set up, you going against, which then you know soon it will have no UN. What sense will it make? People continue dying, you know what I mean? You genocide going on while you people sitting down in air condition debating. That ain't making sense. And this, you know what I mean? Christians need to wake up and realize all that love talk they've been, you know what I mean, spoon fed in the Christian church is not going to help them in these days. You know what I mean? It's definitely not going to help them. It's going to lead them to being slaughtered and to be, you know what I mean, like sitting ducks in this place.
You right. Give it up. And this the last the Lord gonna cut this time short.
Cancer.
Yo, this gonna get real bad.
Yeah.
It's like if I could too, just on the back of Captain Nathak was saying there with you know, a nation had to come out and say, you know, they didn't do it or they lied. And as you're saying, it's because of the history, because obviously Yagada saying, you know, and Bibi sound guilty as hell. And Bibi is what they call Netanyahu.
Right.
And you remember they blamed him, or they said he had a hand in Yitzhak Rabin, who was the prime minister of Israel during the time with Arafat and them in the 90s. He was the one who kind of the architect of that Oslo Accords, which was a peace agreement with them and the Palestinians.
And they had him killed, didn't they?
Yeah, they killed him a year later.
Wow.
And it's damn near that they're saying that at that time, what he was putting forth, the Israeli people was going with it. They that's what they wanted.
Wow.
They assassinate him. The whole peace agreement fell apart, and shortly after, Netanyahu like filled the vacuum, filled the void, and then further just bring the division, hammer the thing home. So they're saying he had a hand in that thing. They're saying it's not, you know, it's damn near not past them to do something like that because of what happened to this prime minister who he get killed. They blame it on extremists who oppose the peace deal. But you know, the historians looking back and is like, you know, that thing ain't like who had the most to benefit from it, which is it. You know what I mean? So it's like they're playing a dirty game, and it's good that we seeing like Alcohol saying and Kapash saying it's good we able to see now what they're doing. We you know, we're not living in a time with no internet and no TV. Like the coverage is there now, it's so there, and there's the whole collective thinking going on the internet with people, you know, doing their various little autopsies and putting it on TikTok. So it's like the thinking is there now. So not everything is in the dark like it would be, you know, 40, 50 years ago. You just had to believe what in the, you know, in the Times or the Sun, whatever the paper print is what you believe. Like now it's so much available. It's good to see now, okay, they worse than the worst of us, who they like to say is bad, who they would show and say, you know, the street thugs and this and that. You see it now that they worse than the worst of us. You know what I mean?
So I was just going to add to what Captain Mashak was saying too, because Charlie Kirk, he started questioning the whole which is October 7th. He started questioning it. He came out and said, yes, sir. He came out and said, he came out and said, and I think this was with Ben Shapiro. I hope I don't know if I'm messing his name up, but
you getting it right. Go ahead.
Yeah, he came out and asked a question. He's like, Israel is like, you know what I mean, is so fortified that you say you walk 10 feet in Israel, you're going to meet a teenager with a gun. You understand? He said Israel is the whole Israel is IDF. You say you're going to meet a young person with gun. He said from Jerusalem to where the incident took place, he's like, it's a 45 minutes chopper ride. He said, why did it took 6 hours for them men to come? He said, who asked them to stand down? Yeah, I mean, he started asking the questions that the mainstream media was staying away from. And they know the backing that he had. And once he started asking the questions, you know what I mean, the young, because the city, I believe is people under 35, they say, you know what I mean, really against what Israel doing. And that was his group. You know what I mean? Young. You understand?
And so for him to come out with it, you saying I thought it like hit the fan for them.
Yes. Yeah, I think it's something right here. So he started questioning them.
You want to go and play it?
Yeah. He from the horse's mouth.
I think I got the clip here that he's talking about. So
oh man, yeah, let's play that right quick, and then we gotta get out of here after that, man.
let me know if y'all could hear it. I don't know if the audio coming through.
I still have the same gut
hear it.
Okay,
instinct that I did initially. I find this very hard. Sometimes the whole country's a fortress. When I first heard this story, I still had the same gut instinct that I did initially. I find this very hard to believe. I've been to that Gaza border. You cannot go 10 feet without running into a 19-year-old with an AR-15 or an automatic machine gun that's an IDF soldier, right? The whole country is surveilled. I think some questions need to be asked. Was there a stand-down order? Was there a stand-down order? They're live streaming the killing of Jews. Did somebody in the government say stand down? That is a legitimate, non-conspiracy question. The whole country is the IDF. The whole country is.
Yeah.
The essence is this. This is the closest thing to the Holocaust that any of us have lived through. But the fact is now Bibi and the Israeli hard right government has a mandate. I got to be careful the way I say this. They're going to try to ethnically cleanse Gaza. I mean, that's, and I don't use that term they're going to try to ethnically cleanse Gaza. They're going to try to ethnically cleanse Gaza. They're going to try to ethnically cleanse Gaza. I mean, that's, and I don't use that term lightly. Okay. They're talking about basically removing 2.5 million people from there. Okay. There are some serious questions here, Patrick.
Shit.
That was in 2023, right?
Yeah, 2020, October 12th.
Wait. Let's, if y'all don't mind, can we hear him out?
Yeah, counsel.
I don't use that term lightly. Okay. They're talking about basically removing 2.5 million people from there. Okay. There are some serious questions here, Patrick. And let me tell you, my pattern recognition over the last 5 years has become pretty sharp. COVID, Maui fires, Epstein. When I see a story and it doesn't click, our guts are usually right. Without running into.
That's it, too.
Man, that's why he got killed. He just mentioned Epstein. That's Trump's head on the block. Genocide of Gaza. That's Netanyahu's head on the block. What was the other one he mentioned?
The fires. COVID.
The Maui fires. COVID-19. I mean, he just married Trump to COVID-19.
Yeah.
Like, that's why he got killed. He didn't get killed because somebody hated what he was saying or nothing like that. What he was saying right there was more dangerous than anything else he said. At least to those in the power structure.
Right.
I mean, and it sounds to me like he was one of the early ones who said that. Because, I mean, how long ago was he on this guy's show?
This was 2 years ago, damn near to the day.
Dang.
This is damn near to the day. We about 2 weeks shy to the exact day. 2 years ago.
See that?
You know what I mean? And this is 5 days after the attack, the supposed attack. That the world, heard about and was like, oh, what's going on? This is like 5 days after. I think it was October 6th or 7th. He did this interview October 12th, a week later.
If I could, see, that's another thing about this guy. I remember when he first got on lives, I was looking at some of his videos, and he did a sit-down video with a Democrat senator, I believe he was, and the way they were talking about how the parties are moving, how the Republican Party is moving, the different demographics they're trying to reach. And he was talking with the Democrat. Democrat was asking him questions like, so what should the Democrats do to reach this? How are they falling behind on this? And they were having a good candid discussion. He was giving the Democratic Party good hints and tips. And it just goes to show that this guy didn't have a strong allegiance to neither nothing. By the way, he was talking with the Democrat, giving them tips and hints and giving them good critiques about the Democratic Party. Like there were some strong critiques that they were using in the Republican Party that he's using, and he was giving it to the Democrat. And the Democrat was sitting all eyes open, like I think it was Newsom, maybe Governor Newsom. Drink that name drink. But the Democratic senator or governor, he was just sitting there with his eyes open, like, okay, and so how else can what else do you think about the Republican Party, the Democratic Party? Where do you think we fell off? How do you think we could pick it back up? All this stuff, and so see, in the way he's talking here, he don't have no clear allegiances, and the guys like that is dangerous to the higher powers.
You're right. I can see why they would have circled everybody up. I can see why they circled everybody up. Circled him up with a bunch of people to control him.
Yeah.
So they thought the shit was spiraling. They realized they had to lock him in.
Right.
And the way he's saying it is almost like he wants to say, y'all stop funding me. Get away from me. Stop funding me. Like, why would he come out and cross them like that unless he really wanted them to cut him off? he didn't believe they would knock him off. But he wanted them to cut him off.
Right.
He got tired of the pressure.
He wanted out the deal. He just didn't know that was the deal.
Right. He didn't know the deal meant you can't say certain stuff, even though it's blatantly true and right in front of your eyes. That's crazy.
Yeah. Because it said the day before, so like it's the day before he got unalive, he said one of his top donors pull out on him. Yeah. So you know what I mean, which means they was trying to give him the bag to pull him in, to make him pick a side.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And he's like, you know what I mean, because they also say he turned down Netanyahu to go across there. You know what I mean? Like you seen a ton of pictures coming out. So they say there's a like 250 delegates, or you know what I mean, people from America that they took and paid for them to come across there.
Yeah.
And to you know what I mean, you know what I mean, they're taking pictures, like you know what I mean, they to show, you know what I mean, and they did it with what's his name? Marco Rubio too. He had on the yarmulke on his head and he was kissing the wall. You know what I mean? Like they for sure, you know what I mean, on a path to, as I say, in the earlies, to chaos. They're on a path to chaos, and they're fitting to bring the earth down with them. And they already have a plan to rise out the dust once it falls. Because they for sure taking this place in nuclear war. You know what I mean? And it's just a matter of time when they're going to do it. But they're going to do it. You know what I mean? Because there ain't no coming out of this. You know what I mean? They come out of this, they might as well get ready to serve China and Russia. You know what I mean?
So they got to go to war.
They have to. This ain't, you know what I mean? Like people really and truly, you know what I mean? And then people, you know what I mean, stop asking the question. He has a son. Netanyahu have a son. His son that's in the military fighting for Israel. Israel that he loved, the greater Israel that he trying to make. They ain't doing that. You know what I mean? But they for sure, you know what I mean, going to, you know what I mean, try to get the Lord's chosen people to come and try and, you know what I mean, fight. You know what I mean? Fight the cause. And black people in that day should just say, you know what? You all say we're useless, we're shiftless. You know what I mean? Can't do anything to help you. You know what I mean? But they already know, you know what I mean, have the history on us. That, you know what I mean, they know we compassionate. They know you come and, you know what I mean, tell us a story, narrate a story a certain way. We're gonna pick up. You know what I mean, some of us will go fight for them. You know what I mean? Like you.
Yeah, once you get that call, you got to come down there, boy. That's what it's looking like. Once you get that,
what they've been saying.
you know, you got to go.
Right.
Like that's wild.
And you all heard too that they try to tap, I think it's wiretap Trump vehicle. Like they always trying to do that to once they come. And a couple of presidents, you know what I mean, in other countries, I think one in England, and I forget the other one, where the other one from, tell their people when they go across there, don't say anything. You know what I mean? That's, you know what I mean, that's going to, you know what I mean, get you, you know what I mean, us in trouble or whatever as the case may be. So they're going to, you know what I mean, they for sure going to try to, you know what I mean, wiretap you.
They say now, people, the rumor is that they want to get all them people out of Gaza because they want to go and hit them holy sites, crush them holy sites, man, and bring in the second temple, the third temple. They want to crush them sites and bring in the third temple. Like even Obama got to do it. Like you all that money they giving you, you got to go over there, man, and touch the wall, man. They don't give a damn if you are Muslim or what.
Yeah.
Christian,
You want to go.
you got to go touch that goddamn wall. You got to put that yarmulke on.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? You got to go, bow to the forces of America. You know what I mean? Like, God damn. Obama over there at that wall like a school kid on punishment. Put that picture back up for a second. It's on that wall like, don't touch this wall, you getting a beating tonight. Yeah. But oh man, look at his face. His face, he looks so mad. They go, listen, the pontiff got to go kiss the wall.
Yeah.
The pontificate to Satan directly. He got to go touch the wall.
Yeah.
You got to deal with that wall, Jack. You know what I'm saying?
It's like the more you find is the more you find. Like
Yeah.
the royal family, Harry, all of them, they done going down there and get, they had to get down on that wall.
Yes. Look at them gangsters. Got Obama bound down. You know, man.
You can, sir.
So it show you the power that they working with.
So
you know what I mean? Like, and it show you the forces they bring in. If I could, real quick, it show you the forces that they bringing up to bring in the vision of them being the chosen people out. Like, boy, they coming with the forces of hell to make you accept that they the chosen people.
Yep.
That's why to them we must be such an anomaly.
Right.
Like, where the hell did we come from to be able to come up against them? I yield, Salakia. Somebody else was trying to get in earlier. Who was trying to?
So, like, Jonah, what you're saying is so heavy too, sir. I remember not too long ago you said in one of the on the radio shows that America is not working for Israel. It's like Israel is America.
Yeah.
And when you said that, General, it blew my mind because I never looked at it like that. But when you start digging and digging, you'll see that it's the same thing. Like this is not, it's the same thing. And they said the Mossad got something on all these politicians. It's like the CIA and the Mossad is the same entity. And so like it's like
right.
You were the first person that he heard say that, Now it's like I'm hearing Republicans, Candace Owens, she now saying it's not about the right or the left. And like it's like she's starting to say the Republicans are starting to parrot, what we hear you say and the other generals say on the Black Watch. And just to piggyback what Captain Shock was saying, they watching and they listening to us, because like you said, I could imagine that we definitely are I can't even say the word anomaly. You understand?
Anomaly.
Comic-Con.
Yeah. Like we are like they're like, how the hell did they wake up out the dust?
Yeah.
Got rid of them. What the hell are they doing running around claiming themselves, to be the people? Like they went like Daniel said, they went about to bring forth the vision. They was going to create, they was going to bring in, they want to build that temple. They want to make whoever's president in the East, they're going to make him a halfway a god over there. It's like it might even go down where they just decide that them, England, and America are one empire. They might declare we are one empire. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like they'll cut each other's national borders off and make themselves one super duper Darth Vader style empire with the temple in Jerusalem. They'll bring all nations to worship it. And it would be the only thing that would explain how America don't love nobody.
Right.
White people can't even get along with themselves. They don't love nobody. They don't team up with nobody. They even go against England, who's their number one ally. How was it that they let the small hats have total power and control over everything they're doing? Because the small hats is really the clandestine operation.
Yeah.
And it would make sense because who could transform the entire black music industry into a pipeline to prison?
Right.
Who could make a whole population hate themselves and their own so bad that they start making music about killing each other? Before the 70s, black people had no thoughts of killing each other. The movies we made was the movies about us fighting the man. Talking about Esau.
Yeah.
They went and transformed the entire thing into us hating each other, us killing each other, all of that. And if you notice, since they have come out against us the way they have, hip hop music has lost a lot of its appeal.
Right.
People ain't playing it loud in their cars. People ain't bumping it like they used to. It's like you losing its fizzle.
Yeah.
In a certain respect. And a lot of that is because you can't conceive the enemy as being your own when you under the gun from an even greater enemy.
Right.
So it loses its taste in everybody's mouth. And so it's only the small hats could do that. Only they could control all of the movie industry in America. America would be like, say to themselves, like, yo, we got to get them out of here. We can't have another nation influencing our people unchecked.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It was such a smooth, and even when Marco Rubio went over there, I mean, he went over there and basically pat Netanyahu on the back and said, go ahead. You know what I'm saying? Like, they're getting ready to come out the thicket out and devastate the world.
Yeah.
They getting ready to come out that they thicket, and they going to both of them, U.S. and them, and England and the European countries in the north. They're going to devastate the world with what they want to bring forth. You know what I mean? But it's too late.
That's
the
right.
party is over. The Lord is in it now.
That's right.
It's too late.
That's right. That's right.
You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, that was a heavy thing we brought out. Now, watch you hear about it soon.
Yeah.
Soon there'll be documents like Kazak brought out. There'll be documents. There'll be different things. They'll come out before you know it. Everybody will realize, oh, this is what it is. And especially now because they're not even going to care that it come out because they with Erica now. They ready to raise her up and bring as much chaos as they can.
And just to add to what you're saying, General, to add to what you're saying pertaining to the documentary, Tucker Carlson did a documentary on the 9/11, and it's it's exactly what you're saying. Now it's more things coming out and more fingers getting pointed. At the small arts. It's more. He ain't saying it's them, but he's still saying it ain't no evidence really pointing to them. But what he was saying is the dudes and them who did it was from Saudi Arabia. You say the CIA knew who these men were. The Mossad knew who they were. Even the French knew who these men were.
Wow.
You know what I mean? And he was saying also too, these men came from Saudi Arabia. Why would you go attack Iraq? Why? Because this Bibi went in the UN and ask America to go take them out. You know what I
Wow.
mean? So, you know what I mean? And it's, you remember when a general from the American military came out and said, yo, there's 7 countries that they say they was going to overthrow.
Yeah. North
And
Korea, the last one after this, after if they get Iran.
yes,
So I didn't mean to cut in on that. My bad.
no, it's a concert. And that's exactly what, you know what I mean, what they were saying. So which means, you know what I mean, as you're saying, like it can come out years after what they was doing today.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
But what sense that make? You know what I mean, people studying how to feed the family, how we going to eat, the economy jacked up, because you make the economy jacked up, not black people, not the Hispanics, and then who you're trying to lock up, you know what I mean, and put on cages, you know what I mean, or detention center. You, oppressor, you messed up the economy, and you're trying to blame us. And it's almost like what you were saying, so like we the scapegoat to all their problems. Like we the ones they're gonna want to blame. And they know it based on all the studies they do. They know all they have to do is create an enemy, you know what I mean? And their people will go for it. Yeah. They create an enemy. Like right now, you're seeing that the biggest criminal on the earth is the oppressor.
Yeah.
But you turn on the news, the biggest criminal is the Hispanics who getting locked up. You know what I mean? Is the brothers and them who, you know what I mean, who getting locked up. Like we's the biggest criminal. But to the earth, you know what I mean? The oppressor, he is the biggest criminal. You know what I mean? And them Arabs and all getting to see the person who they're laying bed with. Oh, they're getting to see, you know what I mean, as the Bible call it, a whore.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like they thought this was a woman who had some type of honor. No. This woman will, you know what I mean, will sleep with whoever. And them
That's heavy.
Arabs getting to find out.
Ooh,
You know what I mean?
that's so heavy what you said.
Because they're going to find out that good and proper.
Yeah.
If I could do, John, like what you were saying about, you know, them and Britain coming together and all the other European nations. Like it's a theme right now with the national pride among, because you saw what Trump, when he went on that UK trip, what he said.
Yeah. What did he say?
Where he was bad talking London. They asked him if he went on a tour of London. He said, no, I ain't going. London is filthy. You got a horrible mayor. He's weak on immigration. And he started to slam London's mayor because London's mayor is an Arab, Sadiq Khan. And he started to slam Sadiq Khan. I mean, to the point where Keir Starmer, who is UK's prime minister, had to reach across and touch his arm and say, hold up, you know, this man is my friend. And then Trump is like, yeah, well, you know, he's doing a horrible job. Like he is doing his dog whistle for every young, able-bodied white man mainly to come together against everybody else.
What you saying? So I didn't mean to cut you off. What you saying is true.
So, like, if I could, can I pull a scripture, sir?
Please. Like he ain't even try to hide how much he hated the guy. And he said, I asked them to not let him come.
Right.
So you asked the mayor not to be here? He said, yes. Yeah. I did not want him here.
Yeah. Yep.
You know, man.
Yep. And you could tell when you watch the video, Jenna, when you watch the video, you can see, I know you probably see it, the Keir Starmer, his face when Trump started going off the rail is like, we didn't discuss this shit. Like you could tell he holding it like, how do I stop him? Yes. Because we didn't discuss this part. Like you gonna come here, say this shit.
Right.
In London, all this Arab business. I'm gonna have to clean this mess when you hop on Air Force One.
Yes.
He reach across, he's like, you know that's my friend, right?
Yeah.
I don't care.
Right.
They push it together, like you said.
Trying to put a bridle on this cat.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Copy out. You got the scripture. I don't know if anybody grabbed it for you.
Come on, sir. Proverbs chapter 4, verse 26. It's so heavy, Captain, what you're bringing out about that, because like that's what Trump don't understand. When you in a position of power or heads of state or in different things like that, your words have implications. Your words can, affect the stock market. It can affect, wars, all these different things. His words, he don't know how to use his words, and that's just show you that he's not fit for that seat. I can get Proverbs chapter 4, verse 26 and 27, Dr. Shaw.
Come. The book of Proverbs, chapter 4 and verse 26. Ponder the path of thy feet.
You see that? The word ponder meaning to think carefully. Like ponder the path of your feet. This is for all those who out there in that political world. There's Black, Latino, Native American, Indian. You ponder the path of your feet. Go ahead.
Come. And let all thy ways be established.
You know that where this country is going and your political affiliation, even if you're apolitical, you know what I'm saying, with picking these different ideologies and things like that, you better make sure all your ways are established. And you're starting to see they're not established, because look at all the fractures that's going on with these political parties. Go ahead.
Come. Turn not to the right hand nor to the left.
And this is so important. You got people on the right of the aisle, which is the Republicans, and they call the Democrats the left. Don't turn to the right or the left. What the Lord, the truth is centered.
Right.
You understand? That's what goes on with these politics.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You got Negroes on the right hand and the left hand. Left hand. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead.
Come. Remove thy foot from evil.
And you see that's what we got to remove. Remove your foot from that. Come into the ISUPK, man. A lot of you starting to reach out. A lot of you reached out before Trump got in there, because you saw where this was going. Some of you right there have political positions in a sundown town. And you're reaching out to the schools. So you need to be reaching out to Commander General Yohana, man, paying attention to his weekly addresses.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So like, I yield.
Man, we gotta get out of here, y'all.
Kyle. Yeah. Join Commander every Monday. Aslaki, go ahead, sir.
No, please.
Join Commander General Yohana every Monday night, 9 p.m. right here on the same channel. The real General Yohana. Y'all check it out. Y'all gonna get the whole thing. The 411. You're gonna get everything and get all the breakdown on it as it happens, and the prophecy. You're gonna get the things that's going to happen too. You're gonna get the clarity. So make sure you'll tune into it. Pay your tithes. ISUPK.com. Get on there. Pay your tithes. 10% of any increase, any earning, money you find, money you gamble and you win, whatever it is. Once it's an increase, 10% got to come in, $1 out of every 10, man. Fund your nation, man. They gave Charlie Kirk $82 million, and you see what's going on. You see what he built. Come fund your nation, man. Build your nation up.
That's right.
The truth, man. Pay them tithes, man. And
That's
again,
right.
I'm Johnny Hanna for coming on and the usual suspect. Hello, Panya. Barack. To you, sir. Lord, I'll see you all next week, Israel.
That's right.
Yeah, on 44 shit, you know what I mean? Busy man. Look, when that shit drop, you step all the way on their neck, step on their neck and their head with that shit.
Fine in, I ain't show no mercy, we gon' show them boy what time it is. I pop out like I'm Samuel, I got time to kill. Haters thought I died, I survived. They don't know how I did it, got it out the mud, straight to glory. They don't know how I feel, he nice but he don't show them skills, how I show them skills. He ride but he don't work the wheel, how I work the wheel. They mad, I'm too solid, circle tight, yeah, vacuum seal. No, they want my life, I ain't worried, I got rank for real. I got real soldiers, kill for me, nigga, watch yourself. They said you been in beast mode lately, you is not yourself. When you dropping that fire, precious marriage, they inquiring. They can't stop with
that bitch fully loaded. Ooh, yeah, we up and rolling. Told him I need major motion. Think I'm joking, I'ma school them niggas like they